What's up, guys? Good to see everybody. Welcome to Friday Night Debate with the Wheel of Controversy. We're going to wait for a few other people to get in here, and we'll get started. Let that live notification get out. Good to see you. What's up? Big Kid's in here. We got Heath in here. Yeah, debate time. You guys are going to love this.
This is going to be fun.
Yeah, this
was my idea.
It was. It was.
Well, partially.
You said Heath's in here?
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Hi.
It was partially my idea. The wheel, it was his idea.
Yeah. The first debate is, hold on. I just screwed up, guys. Hold on. There we go. There we are. Look at us. I hit the wrong button. My bad. So, there we are. No, we'll get back to us. So, what makes Angie's peanut butter cookies so damn good? That's the first. No, that's not the
they're
first
made
debate.
with love.
They are made with love, but that's not the first debate.
You have
That's
that?
not the first debate.
Shut up. Nobody
So,
asked you.
yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Go away.
Go eat a poopy stick. But good to see everybody. We're gonna wait for a few more to get in here. I know there's a couple more channels going on, so we're just gonna give it just a few minutes, then we'll explain the rules. I'm hoping Dylan and them jump over here tonight.
Oh, I really hurt my
You guys are gonna love this. It's gonna be a blast.
Connor looking sharp.
Who's saying
Yep.
that?
Heath.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Yep. He's got that cardigan
I
going.
got this cardigan today
Got
at
that
Goodwill.
cardigan and a turtleneck. It's 83 degrees outside. I don't know.
It's 68 degrees inside,
Here-
so I
here-
can wear whatever I want.
You're ready for fall and harvest.
Connor always
We are
looking
ready for
sharp. Heath, I promise. He's always looking sharp.
He knows it.
I know he knows it.
So we got some cool 1940s diner music going on right now.
And I'm dying.
But you guys are going to love this. It's a really good idea. And we finalized everything today, discussing stuff. So yeah, we'll wait for the. Actually, how many we got in here right now? 8 people.
7,
Cool.
8.
Let's see if we're going to at least get 2 more in here, and then we'll get everything started. If you guys want to share it out, that's up to you. You don't have to. More people will pick up and come in. There's I think Watcher's doing a stream. Casey's still got a stream. There's a few other people streaming. It's Friday night. It's busy. People want to stream from now till friggin' 4 a.m. We're going to try to keep this around the 2-hour mark.
Or less.
That's the plan right now. That's the plan right now. But it is going to be a blast. And then we'll bring up the wheel for you guys in just a minute. We'll let all this stuff get out.
Oh.
Angie bashed her knee, literally 4 minutes ago. She bashed her knee.
Yeah, and it hurts so bad.
Okay, maybe 8 minutes ago. She bashed her knee
It
off-
was
off
not
the table.
8 minutes ago.
at the table. Look at this. Look at this. Look at here. That's the face of pain, folks.
It is. It
That's
hurts
a-
so bad.
yeah.
I can't help
And
it.
you know why? Because she didn't have one of these
Shut
magical
up,
peanut
no,
butter
I-
cookies.
I hit a nerve and it went clear on my leg.
Yeah,
It
you
hurt
struck a
so
nerve. You're damn
bad.
right.
Got snake oil selling the cookies.
Yeah.
I
don't have to.
Thank God.
These cookies can sell themselves. They literally watched your mom bake these on stream. Last Friday, as a matter of fact. Week old cookies are still amazing. So, yeah.
Yeah, that has been a week. They're almost completely gone though.
Ooh, Kristen's got a wedding tomorrow. Nice.
Josh's buddy in there
Still
came
some
into
wedding
the
wine for us.
kitchen to get something to drink and went straight for the cookies and forgot his drink.
Times are rough, folks. You thought these YouTube streets were hard? Yeah. Stay in this house for 1 week. Ask Keith. He's been here.
He
Yep.
should keep.
All right. So,
He should keep staying here. Last we heard, he was up in the Northeast.
yeah, he called me one day. Raven did. He said, "Man, I'm not used to your old name on here. I'm used to your new name there, Stormwolf." But he said, "I'm in northern Maine. I'm so far north that the signs are all French." That made me giggle. That's when you know you're too far north. All right, we hit the 10 person mark here. Yeah, 12. Here we go. You guys are coming in. Good to see you all. So here's the plan tonight. We have a debate about every 10 to 15 minutes or so. We'll probably make it about 15. What's up, Rex? We're going to we're going to
Spin a
change.
wheel.
Yeah, we have the wheel of controversy. We're going to spin that wheel. We're going to debate a topic for a few minutes, about 10, 15 minutes, and then we're going to spin it again and debate a new
another.
topic. Hey, Jesse. So basically, the rules are be nice, be be respectful. She's holding you hostage in Massachusetts. That's my girl. Good boy. Keep him up there. It's bad in the South right now. Keep him in the North.
Oh, I love you,
So-
Michelle.
Yeah, we miss you guys.
Yes.
So yeah, be polite, be respectful. Don't be cursing anybody else. If it gets out of hand, you'll be timed out if you're on the panel. And you get too crazy, then of course, we're going to drop you. We'll at least put you in the backstage for the first
Rex
time.
said he's not nice though.
Got your Chris right here.
So
Get out of here.
we'll drop that in just a couple minutes. We're going to do a couple quick run throughs and stuff like that, so we can discuss this in the chat here, and then we'll go straight to the panel for some of the other topics. So probably the first one we'll keep straight into the chat, keep it a little bit civil, and then we'll move on. So hey,
There's
Dale, good to
Dale.
see you. And yeah, Dale, if anybody gets out of hand for this debate and stuff and starts getting angry, whatever, of course, the trolls, if they come in, we'll just ban them. If they come in, especially if they're giving you guys all the mods crap, just get rid of them.
No drama.
Yeah, no drama. We can debate without drama.
Hi, Dale.
It is possible, folks. We're going to teach you how to do it tonight. Thank you for coming to Angie's Angie Talk. All right. So, let's say hi to everybody. I got a mouthful of peanut butter cookie right now. Woo. Hi, Angie.
Hi.
Hi, chat. How are you guys? We hope you guys are ready for a good weekend. We hope you had a good week. It's over with. It can't beat Angie's because she turned herself into a Four Loko today. It was absolutely hilarious. I wish I had
Busted a
video.
whole 6-pack of Bud Light all over myself, then busted a Monster Ruby Red all over myself, then bashed my knee off the table.
That was at work, though, the whole beer fiasco.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
And then I had to work for another 4.5 hours, smelling like Four Loko, basically. Monster and Bud Light.
Yeah, she said, I was like,
Gross.
oh my God, you okay? I didn't say, did your foot get hit? Did glass cut you or anything? I was like, awesome. Yeah, I can bring you some clothes because you have to drive home all the way like that, smelling like beer. So, yeah, it's like if she got pulled over, I'd have to drive up there and be like, yeah, haul her ass off.
Shut up.
She drank all my beer, and that was supposed to come home to me and give me the weekend off.
I thought the bottom of the
But when
box
she-
busted out.
when you spilled that Monster or whatever,
I
Red Bull.
busted it.
It was a Red
It was a
Bull.
monster.
It was a
And
Monster?
I
Yeah,
busted
I was
it.
like, she probably smells like a Four Loko
I tried
now.
to pick up 2 in each hand, and one of them slipped and busted and spun around.
Yeah, so
And I thought the beer, like the bottom, busted out of it, but it split at the seam, and every bottle just fell out of the bottom.
yeah, so she was lucky she didn't
I
cook.
was
She didn't drop the cookie sheets when we made dinner tonight, so we're good. The baking sheets. So people are texting me.
Jesse.
So yeah, it's been fun. So let's get this started, guys. We got 14 in here. Let's go ahead and get this started. We'll bring the wheel up at the stage. Maybe I got to remove this and bring this up.
That's right, Dale.
Ta-da!
That's right, Dale.
The wheel of controversy. So this is our controversial debate topics. Go ahead and get this started. Spin this wheel, and we get to debate whatever the topic is for it. Let me mute this real quick
Yeah, 'cause
or skip it. One of the two.
something.
Yeah.
Here,
it's
let
okay,
me,
man.
I was gonna
No.
say, let me do it.
All right, here we go. Celebrities should earn less money. So that is our first topic, folks.
Who wants to be on the other side of that?
Celebrities should
You
earn
want
less
to debate
money.
No.
So what are your thoughts, guys? Do you think they should have a cap on how much celebrities earn? And this is basically a global topic for celebrities, so it could be anything from singers to athletes to
yeah,
actors,
to actors.
directors.
Anyone with fame status or public status.
Yeah, any kind of fame behind their belt.
I mean, yeah. Do you honestly think there should be some kind of cap on this? We're gonna do this. There we go.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
They should have. I think athletes should have a cap.
30 million a film. Give me one.
Yeah, right. But Dale, I don't think they do geriatric porn for us. So
No cap on earnings. Every other profession can make whatever they can.
just
I
no
mean,
cap
that-
on earnings. I mean, did they earn it, or is this just something like the we use the film industry, for example? Some actors make more than others. Some are more talented than others. So, should there be a certain cap in that industry, or even, I mean, the same could be said for sports players and directors and things like that. You know, should there be like an equal wage for all the people behind the scene, like, you know, your first unit, second unit directors, stuff like that, your boom operators, things like that, or
I mean, they all make way more than your average Joe.
and I know there's some actors that have like shared money back from like earnings from the film to other cast members and to like the unit directors and things like that. So, or like, should Disney make that much money? Should Disney make that much money? If they keep making crappy films, I don't think they should. But,
They've had a few good ones, but they've also had several bomb ones.
yeah.
Or in my opinion, I mean, somebody out there might like.
Or should those fat mouthy bitches on The View make that much money?
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
absolutely not. Gosh, you can get on any YouTube channel, certain YouTube channels, and you can see people bitch and bicker back and forth. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So that's a little bit crazy. Of course you are, Leanne. Of course you are. Cecilian, Dell, everybody's allowed in. Teachers and other public servants and service workers should make bank. Celebrities make way too much money. I agree with that.
I agree with that,
And-
100%.
Yeah, and especially with the education system, with teachers, public safety, emergency management, yes, 100%. They're on the ground doing the dirty work.
They're
And
the
I
ones that
think
make the celebrities because they taught them everything they know.
Abolish money.
no cop, because
No
they
cap.
don't only make based on their movie or show. No cap. I'm sorry, not cop. Cap. They also get merchandise due on the penalty, public appearance. That is true. Yeah. The same with certain authors. Leanne made it out of the oven. Yeah, we had to pluck her out of the garden. Snooks, what's up? Kathy Fagan, welcome in. Good to see you guys. So we're doing the Willow debate. Oh my gosh, let me bring this back down. So currently the topic is celebrities should earn less money. Celebrities should earn less money. So that's the topic. So be respectful, absolutely. Angel, good to see you. Oh, and it's Leanne's birthday. Leanne, I'm eating your birthday present. It's Angie's peanut butter cookie. Well, happy birthday. So yeah, about every 10, 15 minutes, we're going to flip this topic, spin the wheel again to see what the new debate topic is. So right now it's, should celebrities earn less money? And on this next one, we are going to drop the StreamYard so we can get this panel going, and if anyone wants to come up. And Rex, if you come up, we're going to turn your volume up because you're normally a little bit low. So,
He got Leanne a muzzle and a shot collar.
well, that's not going to help. That just makes her, well,
Louder.
that's for different streams. We're not going to discuss that here. All right, let me edit, copy, and paste. If anybody wants to come up. Butterfly Kisses, good to see you. Welcome in.
It is all
All right, we'll go ahead and drop the
supply and
StreamYard,
demand,
and then we're going to go ahead and spin the wheel again. Angel got a present? Oh, I still got peanut butter cookies, bitch.
And we'll have more when those run out.
Angel's going, that's fine. I like shrimp. So, all right. So there's a link. If anybody wants to come up, we're going to spin this wheel again and see the new. Yeah, we're not going to do that. And get the new topic going. Angel, love you, baby. Yeah, we need more smiles today.
You know, Nils, it is possible they could elevate teachers' pay without telling other professions what they can't make.
Yeah, and honestly, and I've thought about this because I used to get upset with certain hospitals that would hire, and they wouldn't the pay range. So, Rex, let me boost your mic.
Check.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh, I boosted it from last time, so we're good. But yeah, I think that I don't think that they should post wages. I think that that should be personal between the employer. Like, not saying there shouldn't be a base rate. Hey, watcher, there shouldn't be a base pay rate, but I don't think it should be disclosed publicly.
Well, that's like where I work. We're not allowed to discuss pay.
Yeah,
we're not allowed.
Wow.
Not even with my boss. She has no idea what I make.
Wow. So you can make more than her,
the only people that know what I make is anybody that I have told, or the bigwigs in the office.
Wow.
And of course Kim, who does payroll.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. It is so good to see you guys, and I hope you're having an awesome Friday. Rex, how are you, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good today. I did some lumberjacking yesterday, and I'm kind of sore as fuck, but it's bad. But yeah, a celebrity should be paid based on all right, say it's a movie, if it's a blockbuster, okay, you should be paid.
Jesse said Angie makes more than her boss.
Based on how much the movie earns, or you make an album and get paid based on, like, you make a dime for every album that sells, or whatever CD or.
Yeah, and they do get some royalties from that. I mean, Jesse did make a good point. I'm pretty sure it was Jesse.
Well, I get paid based on my performance, so should celebrities. Just because you're Harrison Ford doesn't mean you get $300 million to make a cameo in a film. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like movies. I like TV shows and stuff like that. I really don't watch much of either as I get older, but have they earned it? Most likely. What is their profession as an actor? I mean, because there's a lot that goes on to make these films and shows go, and it's entertainment. It's just all entertainment.
It is.
Okay, let's take Harrison Ford as an example. He started off as a carpenter, like building sets and shit, before he became Hollywood. And then
I actually have a friend who does that for Paramount.
Oh, really?
Yep. He's in our server. So, I mean, he took us through this. Actually, he's going through some of the sets that they had for The Rookie.
Oh, really?
Showing some of the inside house sets and the street
that
sets and
show.
everything. Yeah.
I love
So
that show.
I was like, and he works his ass off. He's in the
If an
union,
actor
but still he
demands
works
a
his ass
rate
off.
and the production is willing to pay, who
But-
cares?
I mean, actors basically their entire job is pretending to be somebody they're not dramatically and get paid buku bucks for it. So, but I'm not going to just keep it to like the movie industry and Showtime and stuff. I mean, there's Broadway actors, musicians, and things like that. Did they earn it? Absolutely. Did they get paid too much for it? Well, it depends on how much their earnings are. So I'm kind of 50-50. I'm on the fence for that. All right.
Performance based. That's just
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the way I if I get out there like lumberjacking yesterday, if I can't do the fucking job, I don't get paid.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, it'd be comparable in sports too, because just not every player's a badass. Not everybody's a
Not
Jordan.
everybody's good.
Not everybody's Barry Bonds. Not everybody's Deion Sanders. So, or Brett Favre. So, of course, some are going to suck and they're not going to get paid as much as others. But some of these athletes, man, they're getting paid way too much. All right, let's go ahead and flip this, and we're going to spin it and see.
What the fake is.
You go ahead and hit it. I'll give me a chance to eat it.
Break a deal, spin the wheel.
Oh, this was a good one. This has been going on for years. Children should not have smartphones.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Well, I
Hell,
really
some
think
adults,
underage.
some adults shouldn't have smartphones.
Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with that 100%. 100%. You shut up. Nobody asked you.
Oh wait, hey look, I thought we were going to be respectful of shit.
There's more people in Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, there's more than just Black Eyed Peas. Introduce her to Elvis.
Yeah.
Take it away, Dell smartphone.
Take it
So
away.
yeah, children, or at what age should children have a smartphone?
Well, I think the situation depends. Like my sister, where she lives, they have a lot of issues in school. Now, their schools are not allowed, they're not allowed to have their phones turned on,
Mhm.
and they actually have to keep them in a thing that's hanging on the teacher's door.
Hotspot, what's
like
up?
one of those shoe things, and they all have to put it in there. Now, my sister doesn't agree with that. She thinks that they should be able to turn them off and leave them on their person, because what if there was a school shooting? Are they going to be able to run to the front of the classroom and grab their phone to call 911 or their parents or whatever the case may be?
Well, the teacher should be locking the door to the classroom, most for active shooter policy.
I don't know. Well, I mean, yeah, if there was an active shooter, but if they don't know about that until it's too late and they hear gunshots, are they going to run to that door? No, they're not. They're going to hide.
No, yeah. Take cover, flee, something of that nature.
Right.
I mean, so it's like if you're old enough to work, you should be allowed a smartphone. But if you're 11, no. Unless you don't have a house phone, then that's unless you don't have a. My dog said, "Fuck them kids."
I say that all the time.
Yeah, go back to the can and the string. Go to the neighbor's house and call. That's what we used to do. But I mean, times are changing.
Maybe in certain situations, like maybe have a phone for them at home. If they're with a babysitter, if they're little, or if they're a little older and they can start staying at home themselves, have it at home.
I feel that, Watcher.
So that they have a way of communicating if needed, but not necessarily take it out. If they go to the beach with their friends, if they go to the park with their friends.
Hear me out. You can get them a pager. And I say that because
that's what
Mom can send secret codes. Yeah, secret codes. You can't call your parents back if there's no landline.
Yeah.
You just page them a secret code. I'm on my way home. Do your little, you remember all these papers and stuff that we had with the.
Yes, Kathy. You're fine. We had to find a payphone and find a quarter.
Hell, I can't even find a payphone now. I don't even think they exist anymore.
I just saw one somewhere. Where did I see one?
Of course, it had to be like in Ohio somewhere.
No.
Or does it still work?
It probably doesn't still. I think we were driving somewhere and I seen a rest stop.
I haven't seen a phone booth in 20 years.
Oh, back on the way back from family reunion, it was a rest stop that said bathrooms and phones, and it had a payphone.
The rest areas used to have them.
Yeah. Some of them still do.
When was the last time you saw a payphone, Rex?
1-800-COLLECT. We ought to baby at the boy.
Yeah.
It's been at least 10 years, at least, since I saw a payphone. And I don't even have a smartphone. I don't have a cell phone. I don't fucking want one. If I'm out doing something, going somewhere, doing my job, I don't want people like texting and calling me every 5 seconds. It's a distraction is what it is.
It really is.
So I did an experiment a couple years ago. I actually went an entire year without a smartphone, cell phone, whatever. Like not even a pager, nothing. Like back to the old days. Best year I've had in a long time. Drove Angie crazy. Her anxiety.
Well, that's because you were driving an hour to work in the middle of the night, and then you were home at 3 a.m., but you're still not home at 7 a.m.
Yeah. And she's
what am I supposed to think? That you died in a wreck somewhere?
You rolled over in the ditch or something.
Exactly.
I would have died without a smartphone, and that would have just.
Yes. Are you dead yet?
It was. People were freaking out, and hey, I can't get a hold of Nils, and so they were texting Angie, and hey, is everything cool? And she's like, yeah, he just doesn't want a phone anymore. And
I remember when pagers first came out, and that was the hot thing. Yeah, so I didn't have one of those either.
Yeah, but it was great, man.
Angel said her brother John has a flip phone. He refuses to get any other phone.
Poor John.
Oh man.
My grandma, who is going to be 7, that's one of his new flip phone.
Well, Mel John and like an old, my old Nokia.
Yeah.
He can play like Snake or Minefield or whatever on it.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't want anything to do with the internet. Oh, I bet, man. That would drive him crazy.
Well, when the flip phones first came out, it reminded me of the communicators from Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, doo-doo-doo. Yeah.
My grandma got one like as soon as it came out. She had to have it.
The first one I had, I think, was like the Motorola bag phone. I love that thing because you'd like make a phone call and it's like calling in an airstrike. You had to flip up that antenna on the bag. Yeah. Good times. That's pretty funny. I love that.
At this point, I
All
don't know if I
right.
remember to charge myself.
Let's
Him
see.
too. Him
Let's
too.
see. Yeah,
He never
yeah. I
charges
charge this
it.
thing like 4 or 5. It's charging actually right now. I'll charge it 4 or 5 times a day. All right. Let's see what the next topic's going to be. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. All people should receive a basic income. This has been a big thing for like the past 6 years for universal basic income.
Oh yeah, I've heard.
And
this
with the
talk
implementation of AI, and it's taken away a lot of jobs, it's whew, and you just saw what happened with the whole jobs report and stuff, whether it was accurate or not. But yeah, what are your guys' thoughts? What do you think? Well, let me turn this volume up because I'm an old deaf man. There we go.
And we
I
got
don't know. I'm on the fence about this. I mean, people need at least enough money to eat and, put a roof over their head. But a lot of people, if you give them a basic income, they're just going to sit on their ass. And
yeah,
Yep.
especially in today's society. I can't tell you how many people I have gone through because they just don't want to do their freaking jobs.
And the sad part is we are actually creating technology that is making us work ourselves out of a job, literally, to make everything easier and do the jobs for us. And then you see AI. And I actually saw a news report last night where there is, due to AI and prompt engineering, that there are a lot of fake science journals, or well, at least publications. I won't say journals, but publications. And it's becoming more common. It's not fact-based and stuff. It's just people too lazy to type out or do the research and stuff. So they're using prompt engineering on AI to create false reports and
oh yeah,
evidence-based. And it's like, wow, this is bad. And people are having jobs because of this. This is crazy.
People,
well, you ever seen that movie Wall-E?
uh-huh.
All right, you remember how the people were on that ship?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where we're headed. That's where we're headed.
Yeah.
We're
Floating,
all just blobs that,
floating
People don't
recliners with a
want
fruit cup.
to work for a paycheck anymore. They just want the paycheck.
Yeah. They don't want to do
Just
the work.
like I just got a new deli lead at my store, and my boss's boss was there trying to teach her some stuff, and she was like, I feel like that'd be common sense. And I come around the corner and I said, never, ever assume that everyone has common sense, because it's not common anymore.
Yeah, common sense ain't all that common.
No.
So, yeah, and socialism kind of, America is a constitutional republic with a democratic process and socialist programs. So 401k, that's socialist. 40-hour work weeks, paid vacations, those are all socialist programs. Veterans benefits, those are socialist programs. And of course, welfare programs, those are socialist programs as well. So as far as universal basic income, it's hard in a capitalistic society to have to pay everybody, but that's what worries me is with AI and just the way the society's going. They're going to push for that hard. But if you're not pulling your weight, you have to go back to the old John Smith rule. If you don't work, you don't eat. And yes, there are some people that are disabled and can't. Should they receive universal basic income? Absolutely. We technically have that. They pay into it, called Social Security, disability, and Social Security benefits. So,
Well, okay. If I could flip it up a little bit, should there be universal basic health care for everyone?
yeah, that's a good one too. And I mean, Europe actually has had those programs for over a decade.
Yeah.
They've had universal basic health care, and it actually made healthcare cheaper. Yeah, there's still privatization of healthcare too. So you don't have to go on to that system, that government socialist system. You can actually go buy your own healthcare. Sometimes it's better, but it's way cheaper than what they're paying for in America. They say America has the best healthcare, which they don't now in the world, but they do have the most expensive. Now, does the cost outweigh the benefit? Right now in America, no. And it's an absolute healthcare crisis that's going on right now.
Oh yeah, not to mention, you pay for this healthcare insurance, and all of a sudden you get sick and you get dropped. They kick your ass off the plan. Yeah.
So I'm going to
And life insurance, same way.
So the best part about these programs is it does, in a way, maintain social order. That doesn't make everybody happy. That'll never happen. But I'll give you an example. It's probably a bad example because this empire collapsed, but Rome had something similar called grain dole, cura onine, in Roman Latin is what they call it. So basically, it provided free subsidized or free grain to Roman citizens. It's kind of a way to ensure food security, and it was for everyone, not just the lower income folks. It was everyone from senators all the way down, generals, and they also had what was called alimenta, and that was initiated by Emperor Nerva in 98 AD. To help expand the Trajan, and it was basic income, food, and education to orphan children in Rome and later all of Italy, and state loans to landowners. That's how the program was funded, with the interest used to support the program for free education, food, and stuff. So, free education, yes. I absolutely believe in free education and higher education. That makes a stronger society. And a more intelligent society. But they had, other than Elementa and the grain dole, they occasionally provided cash gifts or other forms of assistance to citizens, like donations. And Tacitus wrote about this, one of the Roman historians, that Julius Augustus Caesar had created. So there were some specific goods other than a cash income, but cash income was the most commonly given. So a true UBI would be universal, applying to all the citizenship of the country, and it does have its good status and its bad status. So, thank you so much, Kathy. We appreciate you. You guys are the best. So yeah, this is a touchy subject, and I know you're going to hear about UBI in the future. Connor and I have actually debated this a few times. On a fair and impromptu system, probably could work. Will it drain the treasury? Most likely.
Well, I mean, if you can spend $300 billion on a fighter jet, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can give everybody in America $1,000 a month,
or $1 trillion in foreign aid.
Oh yeah,
yes. Yeah. I'm actually, in a way, they're talking about that when it started with the stimulus checks with Bush. And then at the beginning of COVID, when they were telling everybody to stay home, well, how the hell are they going to pay their bills? Because the electric company stuff is going to give people a break. They actually did. The government told them to, because it was a national disaster. And that was right before the election. And Andrew Yang was making some good points on this. And everybody said, oh, that'll never work. And then they turned around and said, oh, we're going to give people 2 checks during, the first few months of COVID so you guys can make it. He was standing back going, fuck me, right? So... So everybody said, oh, yeah, we're against UBI. And the government's been doing it since Bush released the stimulus package. And now Trump wants to do the same thing with the rebate. I'm not making this political, just for example. So Trump's wanting to do the same thing with the rebate from the funding cuts that they had, that they stopped for foreign aid and things like that.
We were going to vote for Andrew Yang, and he dropped out.
Yeah. He was a smart guy. And I'm registered Republican, but I vote independent. I have ever since. I've been too lazy to go to the courthouse and change my political affiliation.
Well, and
so
really
I vote for the person. I don't vote for the party.
We were registered Republican before the meeting.
I think anybody in the group is a people.
An independent. So I thought being an independent mean they would leave me alone. No, I just get both sides giving me calls.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the bad part about going independent is you're going to get all these political parties calling your house and stuff like that. So yeah, we're fine because of that.
Well, when they call me, I just say, I don't talk about who I'm going to vote for. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, we have a secret ballot in this country for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Did my volume drop? Sorry.
No, you're good. Hey, Crazy Brat, welcome in. All right, let's go to the next one.
Yes.
Let's see. Yep, your turn.
And I must say, in the pool of great ideas, this is a great idea, man, to do this.
Oh, thank you. Every now and again. I will take an S.
some soft drugs should be made legal.
That's actually a really good one.
There are certain
That's a
ones
good
that, well, not
cannabis has
necessarily
been the
legal,
huge-
but there are certain
So,
prescription
William-
only medications that I think should be over the counter.
Make pseudoephedrine great again.
No,
Oh,
not pseudoephedrine. I mean, like certain antibiotics.
Well, I mean, you have to have a prescription to get penicillin.
I know. It's
No,
stupid.
it should not be that way.
Right.
It's fucking moldy bread. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he grew it in a couple of weeks on a damn petri dish.
Penicillin here, but if I did that, I'd be in trouble.
Yeah, so I mean, let's talk about like cannabis. Cannabis has been a big deal.
Mhm.
I think ketamine is on the block right now to actually. That's still a 50-50 thing. To legalize it in certain areas, outside of that. TT, what's up? Getting that
Yeah,
line.
they made pot legal in Virginia. You can buy, sell it, have it. As long as you don't smoke it out in public, it's fine.
Yeah, North Carolina, Tennessee, New York State. We went to New York State, 2 years ago, 3 years ago? 2 years ago?
3.
I didn't know. I mean, there's dispensaries everywhere. You can just walk in, show them an ID, and buy whatever you want. And I'm like, what the hell? So, it's becoming more common.
Yes.
And I think they just recreationally, they legalized in Ohio. Those people, and Leanne can tell you, in Ohio, they need it more than anything because they can't fucking drive up there. They have the
God.
worst driving record in the country.
They don't need it because that makes them worse. They'll walk around like this.
Yeah. So when they,
Can't even see to drive.
So, when they're smoking that shit at night, and I'm not against it, but when they're smoking that shit at night and they're like too lazy to go to the store, cool, stay off the road. So all of our insurance can go back down. Is that Ample? Oh, okay. That's my uncle from down in the islands.
Why didn't
His birthday's the day too.
I didn't want to clear that.
Oh, look at what you did. You almost forgot. Okay.
No,
So-
but I thought we were all in the chat together. Apparently, y'all made your own private chat. And fuck me.
That's why it's private. Keep your nose out.
Cause see, here's
Hold on, guys. Let me respond to him real
he
quick.
responded to you, but not me.
No, my other uncle had surgery
Yeah,
today.
he had gallbladder surgery.
And I had no. Oh,
And
that's
Adrian
easy.
told
That's
me.
nothing.
That's why they were in town for 2 days
Yeah.
last week.
So he just can't eat fried chicken anymore.
Rude, don't cut me out of the chat. Hate you all.
You can read it. It's not private when you know the code to my phone.
No, but I mean, there's a group chat with all 4 of us in it, and I'm not in that one. That's
Listen,
rude.
Sally,
And he hasn't answered the one in the group chat.
you
with
guys
me.
think Leanne's a bully. Have you met my wife yet?
Oh shoot!
Gabe, good to see you.
Well, I forget what country it is. I think it's Spain, where they decriminalized everything, and their crime rate actually went down. So
I believe it because people aren't trying to rob and kill each other over these things
right.
Yeah, remember there's that major
because
national
they can
debate
go and get it
about
anytime they want.
descheduling all the major drugs like heroin, fentanyl, and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's pretty much. That's like just have at it. That's almost like a drug induced. What was that name of the movie where they like locked everybody out and down for 24 hours or whatever, and it was just a free for all. You could commit any crime.
The purge.
Oh, that was
Yeah, it's like a drug induced purge.
Purge.
He's like, yeah, you're on your own if you OD, type of thing. But I don't know.
I thought the first purge was kind of boring, but the second one I liked because it was about the people on the streets.
I
Who
got
were like,
Yeah, I haven't seen the second one.
oh, it's pretty good. Yeah.
All right, let's spin
Like,
this wheel again. So,
Well, the purge is kind of like Hostel. Have you ever seen that?
oh yeah.
The second one is better than the first one, in my opinion. The second Hostel, but that's the one with the chick.
Yeah. So, should some soft drugs be made legal? I think certain ones. I think, like nationally, it should be in U.S. territories and provinces. I think, like cannabis should be legalized. Shrooms should be legalized, and actually, they do have.
Well,
legal
isn't Oregon like that, where they legalize mushrooms? Or
So it's a legalized medical cocaine.
Oh, okay.
That's not a very soft drug, but yeah, Oregon shrooms are legal. Here, shrooms are legal. So, and that's an ego killer. That's the best thing. It actually,
The only thing you'll kill
chill
with
you
your
out.
weed is your
Even the
freaking
microdosing.
grocery bill.
Yeah, pretty much. Or Taco Bell.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back, and it's your turn to spin.
No, I just spun, didn't I?
No, I just spun.
Everyone has the right to own a gun.
Ooh, this is a big one.
Wow.
This is going to be a terms of service thing with YouTube. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We have our disclaimer.
Well, if you buy a gun, you should have to go through some kind of training so that you know how to use it and don't just shoot yourself in the foot or whatever.
Kind of like your dad, huh?
Yeah.
I'm
We
just
won't get
saying.
into that. We won't get into that. He hates that story.
It's great. though.
He's not here to cuss and explain himself and kick the chair and stuff. So, I think everybody has a right to defend themselves. Yes, I don't think there should be any laws that prohibit people from defending themselves. Now, obviously, if you have an M1 Abrams in your front yard or a nuclear device, then no, that's different. But as far as like long arms, small arms, yes, I think they should have a right to own that with, and I agree with Rex, proper training. And sometimes that proper training is through families that know how to handle these weapons, and through military service, some is through law enforcement service and stuff like that. But at the same time, I think that those classes should be
So maybe they should
very
have a
cheap
right
or
to
free.
have,
or bring it back like how we had gun safety, bow safety, stuff like that in school. So, we had the archery classes, we had the other stuff, we had the rifle teams and things like that. So, yeah, I mean, if you're going to do that, yes. And should there be hit mental health checks before weapons are bought? Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, not everybody should have Old Painless, if you remember from Predator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A big Gatling gun Jesse Ventura had.
So then maybe it's fair to say that maybe everybody should be allowed to have a gun at home, but not everybody be allowed to carry it out in public.
Yeah. And I mean, everybody's crazy today. I don't care who you are. And that's why we have Watcher. She watches all the crazies. So, hence Watcher crazy. But some, and this is what scares me the most, is they took philosophy out of schools for the longest time. Yes, they have it in college, but that's very important at the elementary, especially the secondary elementary level. Starting to teach people how to think, and people aren't using the rational thought process in their mind. They're using emotional response, and that's always bad. If you use an emotional response, especially in a debate or argument, you lost right there. That's
automatically,
yeah. I mean, freaking alligators do that because they don't know any better.
Once again, back to there's no such thing as common sense anymore.
Sonny, good to see you. Let me throw that link down again if anybody wants to jump up.
And it's not taught to people anymore.
Yeah, they're not teaching people how to think. They're programming. They're not teaching them how to control their emotions.
Either you can control your emotions or your emotions will control you.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep. Is it your turn to spin?
Mm-hmm,
My turn. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next one. We weren't going to fly through it this quick, but there are so many. There you go. That's a bad idea. I'm just kidding.
Who runs Bartertown? Master Blaster runs Bartertown.
Yeah. All right. Let's see this.
People should have to take a test to become a parent.
Oh, man. Oh, this is big. Now, in Kentucky, yes, this should be a law.
Yeah.
Yeah, Watcher, we taught our kids gun safety from day one.
Yeah.
His grandfather used to keep loaded guns everywhere and
Yep,
he'd say,
we
touch
had 'em in
that
the
or break
house.
your fingers.
Some people thought that was irresponsible, but
And then when they were big enough
when
to
you
learn
teach
how
them
to-
what it is and what it could do, from an early age, and they understand, okay, yeah, this is bad. So, yeah, and never touched it.
Well, I mean, it makes sense.
And now that they're older,
Yeah.
they
But-
know how to use a gun properly.
Yeah, we're going to spin that one because that's kind of I'm going to spin again because that one's That was a good question. DNA
Well, I
test.
mean, how would you enforce that? I mean, that would be a problem to enforce.
Yeah, it's going to be like what was that? Man of Steel, Superman, or whatever. When
Yeah.
Jor-El, whatever his name, they had the first natural growth in centuries. All right. Are you kidding me?
It said, do it again.
You know,
They said no. We're talking about that still.
No, we're talking about it.
oh,
Prisoners should be allowed to vote.
I don't know if they redacted that or not. So we'll spin it again.
You're not supposed to be able to fix
Yeah, I'm not supposed to be able to, but I think there's some. Okay. Oh, yeah, there you go. This is a big one. If you have more money, you will be happier.
That's not true.
He said that's not true at all.
Oh,
Hey,
I'm
look at
sorry,
that.
my dog. I'm sorry, buddy.
Well, we were talking about celebrities earlier making all this get amount ton of money. Did it make them happy? No. Mostly, it didn't.
I think this yeah, I'm with Hotspot. I'm gonna call false because I think this applies more to like the government and banks. If they have more money, yeah, they're happier. Flooding the system. But to them, it's a tool. Sicilian loves money. I love peanut butter cookies, but I'm not gonna leave the stream to go get.
I'm happy if I could pay my bills.
Jesse said, "I'd rather
That's
cry
it.
in a Mercedes." Though, yeah, after you make that first payment.
Yeah, after you get it repaired the first time, you'll be crying.
But yeah, as long as I got enough money to keep the power on, and keep the phone on, and be able to buy some groceries and not starve to death, then yeah, I'm good. I don't need a shit ton of money. I don't need to win the lottery.
That's right. Me too.
See, Sicilian said, if you have more money, you can pay off your bills. That's true, but if you quit accruing more bills,
The less money
the less money you'll spend. Live modestly, live beneath your means. That way you can actually afford stuff. And the extra money you make, you can bank it, you can invest it, save it, and make that money work for you. So when you get $1, say, how can I make this dollar make me more money? Not say, okay, I'm making this much money. I'm going to go ahead and go in debt and get a credit card, or I'm going to buy something else that's new that I have to make a payment on.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna max out the credit card.
Yeah,
All of a sudden.
Then
Because
if
I
you
can
can't
make
keep up
payments
with
on
it,
it later.
you're going to basically,
Drowned in debt.
you're going to drown in debt. You're going to eat shit, and you're going to hate yourself, and you're going to try to freak out, and figure out, oh, how do I, get rid of all these assets and stuff. So I'm back to where I was at the beginning. So just be very, very humble, very modest with it.
Well, my dad taught me how to hunt and fish growing up, so I can survive without money. Yeah. So, I mean, we saw. Me and the uncle went to the store earlier today. We saw 5 fucking big deer and like 10 little fawns. Yeah, it would be like shooting fish in a barrel anyway. But yeah, when society collapses or the zombie apocalypse starts, I'll be okay. I don't need money.
Now, don't get me wrong, because there's been a lot of people that grew up in low income or no income families, and that push to never live like that again drove them to their success that they have now.
Well, yeah.
And so, I mean, that was their drive. That doesn't make it bad. That hey, they have more money, they might be happier. So that's just a personal thing. To us, no. If I make $600 and something thousand tomorrow, is it going to make me happier? No. Is it going to make us more financially stable? Yes. Does that mean I'm going to go out and buy a $250,000 yacht? Hell no. Hell
Shit,
no.
bro, I ain't gonna buy a Lamborghini or some shit. No, I mean I'd like to have one, but it's a want. It's not a need.
Correct. At least that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Credit card debt is the next. I don't want that. Watcher. We
Ever.
have one, but we use it for emergency situations and fuel, like once a month, just so you can keep up your credit score. But yeah.
To me, my credit card is more of a burden than a boon. But yeah, it's there if you need it. Absolutely.
Yeah. And the interest rates are so stupid right now. Yeah. Thanks for me.
They keep jacking mine up.
All right. Angie's turn.
Yeah, no, you've spun 15,000 times.
The first 3 don't count.
There it is again.
Fuck that. We're going to have to eventually answer that tomorrow.
Might have to take that off the wheel. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Eating meat is unethical. What?
Oh, no, I totally disagree. Hey, look, okay, here's the thing. They say, oh, what about the animals and the pain and all that shit? Okay, do you think plants feel pain? They're alive. Do they feel pain?
That's a good question.
Uh-huh. I've debated people about that for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, we're meat eaters, omnivores,
Yeah.
vegetables, fruits, meat,
Give me a
stuff like that.
steak all day, every day.
Yeah. And we actually had a friend that started on that carnivore diet, and a friend of mine in Ravens there, and I asked him, I was like, well, what was it? He said, well, for the first 3 days, first 3 days, you or the first week, you kind of, and he thought he'd never say this in his life. He got tired of it, and then, when he started to slow down with it, he started to crave it more. And I was like, so I was like,
Well,
So
look, if the
now-
gods did not want us to eat meat, they wouldn't have made pig so delicious. Bacon, man, you don't get between me and my bacon. All right.
Leanne, no cussing in my stream. Tell me about the damn Browns. I want to hear that crap.
we don't talk about the Browns.
We don't talk about the Browns.
Not here.
Well, I
Only-
mean, think about it. Okay, you plant carrots, and they grow and they mature, and then you jerk them out of the ground. Does that cause them pain?
That's
Yeah,
a great question.
Actually, and Raven can actually he can
Aw.
elaborate more on that. There was actually an article from last year that we read, something about the sensory. But yeah, they actually said that the way that their impulse is, genetically, biologically, that they can feel some type of pain. And I know there was a study that was done
You're so lazy.
with the Heart Map Institute, and they were testing like other living organisms, like yogurt, which is actually a living organism. Because of the good bacteria that's in it, that they can actually sense emotions as well, and plants can too. So they had 2 plants, and they had one plant that everybody insulted every day as they walked in the door. It was at school. And then on there was another plant everybody had to compliment it, and actually the plant that was insulted ended up withering and dying. So it's like, oh, that's pretty interesting. So that sparked more stuff.
Yeah.
But so it makes you wonder, if you go out and you start cussing a cow, are you going to get a bad steak later in life? Maybe. Who knows?
Hey, I cuss the cows all the time. Yeah.
Everyone should eat peanut butter cookies.
But like Eva said earlier in chat, I don't think about that when I'm chewing it. So
No.
it's sustenance. It's sustenance. That's what it's there for. Like deer. I have no love for deer. People are like, oh, look at the pretty deer. Yeah, we have nice deer around here, and they know this is sanctuary. This is like their cool spot. But when it's hunting season and it's outside of that little sanctuary area that we have on our property, I mean, they're dumb. It's food. We stuff the freezer with it for meat in the wintertime. And it's either that or I'm going to hit the damn thing and destroy the car. So, yeah, I'd rather turn it into food.
Yeah, when our youngest was a toddler, we used to just leave the deer in the yard alone because he liked to watch them. Well, when he was about 5 or 6, he came in our bedroom and he woke.
If it's Brian, it's down. That's right.
He woke him up, and he goes, "Dad, deer, shoot!" And we're like, "Okay, let's go get us some deer meat."
So I had the rifle. It was a Browning 22-250. I had it right by the front door. And I was like, are you kidding me? And it was on the road. It was over by the telephone pole. And I had my pajamas on. I had my robe on and stuff like that. It was like 35 degrees outside. And I was like, all right. So I went there, lit up a cigarette, sat in the swing, put the rifle up there, got the deer, went back inside, changed the stuff, and went and drug it into the garage.
Leanne said, "Nels can't shoot, we would starve."
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. If it's Oregon Trail, if you're on your own hunting, and don't expect me to float what was it, the wagon on a raft down the river. I killed everybody in like 10 minutes. That was horrible.
So funny.
It was
And then suddenly everybody gets dysentery.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can't remember. Yeah, and I can't remember if it was Leanne or Laura. No, it was Lynn. Lynn had a broken leg.
Died from a
Yeah,
broken
Leanne
leg.
died. It was horrible.
It was so funny. It was so much
Aw.
fun.
Days old. We saw one when we had to go back to Bridgeport, to get that belt for the mower.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally right across the street there was a fawn. Still had his spots on.
I
There's
had
brand
a
new drop
fawn
right there.
run out in front of me on my way to work the other morning, and I was like, "Don't do it, baby! Don't."
Cecilia said Nils had the entire deer stuff to put in bed. Yeah, so to stare at me on his intimate nights.
The whole
Yeah, no,
deer. It's our nightstand.
I'd probably put like a ball cap.
It's our
Yeah.
nightstand.
When I was in EMS, one of the medics, she was driving, she hit it, and still had the velvet and stuff on the antlers. So we all chipped in and had this thing mounted. So just ahead, and put a plaque on there, hit by so and so, and medic 224, whatever, and put it on the inside of the station. And she just loved that thing every time she walked in. Well, the next time she walked in, we put a seat collar on it, head blocks, head strap and everything else like that. And she was so pissed off at us.
Or what about the
We
one
laughed
that
and
was?
laughed. That was one Wanda hit.
It's been like close to 20 years ago now, but the one that you all dressed up and gave a get well soon balloon to that was on the side of the road.
No, we wrote a suicide note. I had a bandana. We blindfolded it. In the way that it's Paul, it just hit right in front of the station. We were asleep. We didn't even hear the hit. What's up, Drew? Thanks for coming in, man. And Honeybee, you as well. And so, yeah, there was a beer can laying next to it. So we had it like holding the beer can, had it blindfolded and everything, and wrote an SI note and stuck it on the antler. And man, it wasn't a few hours later, like 2 or 3 hours, and we had to go to the store we got something for lunch from the deli. And everybody's like, I saw what you did to that deer. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. They're like, yeah, we heard about the note too. And so somebody had saw that, thought it was a person, called the sheriff's office. They went down there. The sheriff's office videoed it, laughed their ass off. But it got around the community quick, that Nils dressed up this deer, made it look like it unalived itself. All right, let's go to the next one. I swear, if it lands on that parenting. We're going to play Oregon Trail.
Advertising.
Ooh, this is a good one. This is a good
one. I guess that depends.
Well, we grew up in the time of Saturday morning cartoons.
Yes.
And yeah, that was totally focused.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not
toys
working.
and cereal and yeah.
Oh yeah.
I need 2 more dudes.
Well, we had the you remember all the sugar content stuff that was in the cereals in the 80s and 90s, and then they turn around and start bitching about that, and all the kids are getting hyped up and they're getting fat and stuff. We weren't like
well
very few that were overweight, at least where we lived. And then they started that. And as soon as they cut all that advertising for it, then everybody started to get. Well, of course, there was a big nutrition or ingredient change too in the United States that wasn't healthy. And yes, Sicilian's right. Advertising medicine should be banned. I agree with that. It's just a bunch of. I do agree with that.
But yeah, I don't know that you could ban advertising to children. I don't know that it would work.
Oh,
yeah. Crazy
brag, jump up.
But yeah, you remember when back in the day when mom and dad took you to where the damn Kmart. There you go. And you went immediately to the toy aisle and were like, I want this and I want that and I want this, and so which I did that. I was guilty of doing that.
Sonny, good to see you, man. Yeah. I mean, you know how many toys you wouldn't have bought if it wasn't for all these advertisements, all the girls with their pockets.
I wouldn't have 18-gallon totes of Legos in my garage or in the rooms right now
or your easy bake oven.
Listen, my kids are in their 20s now, but there was one year that I thought that they were too old to get a Lego for Christmas, and I caught so much hell that I have it arranged that even after I'm dead and gone, my nieces are going to make sure they get a Lego for Christmas.
Oh, look, back in the day, remember He-Man and Masters of the Universe? The cartoon was a commercial to go buy the toys. Just like G.I. Joe or
She-Ra.
Power. I had He-Man and Skeletor, and my sister had She-Ra, and who was the villain in that one? Hordak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of all those.
I don't.
I'm like a fucking Jeopardy. Little information. I know all this random shit that'll only do good if I go on Jeopardy. So
Oh shoot! I cannot.
Yeah,
stop
you was like, I
calling.
can't remember the name of half the toys that I had. I just remember we had some toys. All right. Yeah, so it's really, man, for marketers, this is hard because you can't, I mean, you could, have something, hey, tell your kids to leave the room. We're getting ready to advertise something, but kids can watch it anywhere on their phones, tablets.
yeah, I don't know that you could ban them.
Yeah.
But I think there's certain advertisements that should be extremely limited or banned. Keep the magazines and newspapers. Because
Yeah, restricted.
think of this leads up on YouTube, and then they end up pumping in some pharmaceutical ad.
Yeah. Yeah, some things should not be advertised to children. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
But
Leanne, keep that to a minimum, honey. Very much to a minimum. You don't want to draw attention here.
We don't want you to draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want you to draw attention here.
We like drama-free zones.
All right, I think it's your turn. Start the timer now because we were.
all right, it's something we'll disagree on. Come on.
Same-sex marriage should be legal all around the world.
Hey, look, if you're dumb enough to want to get married, go for it.
Listen, if we are allowed to be unhappy, so are they.
Yeah.
I can't tell you who you can and can't love. Personally, I can't do it. I can't look at another man's hairy ass and say I love you. There's no way.
Exactly. That's the way I felt. But if you can, hey, go for it. If you want to marry that hairy ass, go ahead.
That's exactly it.
I'm not going to do it.
What's up, Mike?
I've never been married, and I don't have any kids. Knock on wood. Nobody that came up to me and said, "Hey, this is your son or daughter or whatever." So, not that I know of, do I have any kids? And I've never been married. I almost got married a couple of times, and yeah, that would have been a mistake on my part. But you're all allowed to make your own mistakes, and I'm not judging.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a right to tell you who you can and can't love, and who you want to marry. That's how I feel about
Yes,
it.
Jesse, I agree.
And everybody's allowed to make their own mistakes.
Yeah, I fell in love with the wrong woman several times. So yeah,
I
but
mean,
I was smart enough not to marry them.
I'm already married, dude. You can't have me.
Yeah. No.
Hey, look, what's done is done. So there we go.
Yeah.
Right.
I even had to gain weight and bulk up so I could, fight off these thirsty women.
Yeah.
Thirsty. They're so thirsty.
Yeah, look at Angie's knuckles. They're sore from fighting off all these women. I was like,
I
all
just
right,
tell
I'll take the
him,
pressure
hey,
off
if you
of
can
you.
put up with his bullshit, you can have him.
I'm not that.
The tolerance. I get it.
So yeah, should it be legal around the world? I mean, that's
Well, that depends on where you're at. Like, should it be legal in Vatican
Start
City?
drama, we just
I
don't want
think
any
that's
drama
right.
started.
Yep.
So just watch what's being said.
yeah. We're being preemptive here.
Boney he.
Boney.
He called him Kill.
You just said a honeybee, Boney he. Oh my gosh, you guys are killing me. So yeah, should same-sex marriage be legal all around the world?
I
That's
think
up
it
to
should
those
be.
countries.
I think it should be.
I don't
just
think there's
because, like I said, if we're all allowed, the rest of us are allowed to be miserable. So are they.
as long as you're not acting like a weird ass Roman or Greek, I'm cool with it.
But
Yeah, if you like,
Yeah.
well,
Okay, that's a good point, yeah.
yeah, so he
Yeah.
fell out of a car.
All right, shake and bake. Okay, did you spend the last one?
I did.
Okay, I'm going to get that
I
parenting.
thought we were.
I'm going to get that
You
parenting
are
one
going to
again.
get that parenting one again. We really
Will
want
of
to talk about
controversy.
obese people should pay more.
Good.
What? That is so. That is
This
so
is random.
crazy.
We did not choose these, by the
We
way,
did
guys.
not put these topics on here.
Obese people
Well-
should work for healthcare.
well, if it's a genetic thing, That's one type of being fat. We'll just call it fat. We all just call it fat. But yeah, if you're sitting there eating yourself to death, that's a different. That like, I'm addicted to food. I can't help it. The fuck you can't. Quit shoving burgers in your mouth. Yeah.
I mean, there's wheelchair bound people.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Get out and do physical activity, so they're basically just going to get as they're going to
Well,
be.
I mean, it's a bell curve.
It's like should you pay more money not to be fat? It's not, and obviously it's not really draining the healthcare system right now. Man, I don't know where I stand on this. I think healthcare should be a flat rate across the board.
Yeah, like I said, universal healthcare,
Universal.
and fat, skinny, cross-eyed, blonde-haired, blue-eyed, whatever. It should be. You should get basic healthcare. I'm not talking about plastic surgery and shit like that, liposuction. No, if you want that, you got to pay for it yourself.
Jesse made a good point. Jesse, I wish you'd jump up here. She said no, because addiction is an illness, even if it's food. It's true, and there's actually groups for food addiction, almost like AA that they have.
You can get addicted to anything.
Like I should be 1,000 pounds.
Well, I think it's a subscription, buddy. But man, yeah, honestly, if you go and you get an oil change, here's the price. You know what you're getting with it. If you go to a restaurant, here's the menu. Here's what you're getting. With everybody's I think it should be the same welfare healthcare. Here's your flat plan, and this is what you're getting with it. Not, hey, we might reject this because of this and this and this. It's, hey, either way, you're getting this. So whether it's universal healthcare or privatized healthcare, I think that it should be a flat rate for that plan. I don't think it should be. I will say that. I don't think they should pay more.
Well, the flat healthcare rate would cover basic checkups at the doctors. And have the test run. Have you got this disease or that disease? That should be covered under the flat rate. But yeah, if you want bigger tits or lip injections or have your butthole bleached or whatever, you got to pay for that. That's not basic healthcare.
Yeah.
But if you're fat, should you pay more? No, not really.
No.
It's not always. Sometimes it's a genetic thing. Like I'm skinny little rail. I don't care how much I eat. I'm a skinny ass little rail. Now somebody else could just smell like some McDonald's or something, and they gain 3 pounds.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, it's man. These are actually some really good topics tonight. I didn't expect all these. I haven't read all of these. I've only read 3.
This is a great idea, man. Yeah.
She's mad.
She's CB.
She's CP.
Uh-oh.
Bye-bye, baby. Bye-bye, baby sister.
She likes
looks like a treasure trove.
Oh yeah.
She looks like a
Dude.
trove.
All you need is her hair just out everywhere.
I know whenever I pull it up, it just stays there.
Guys, we thank you for joining us tonight. We're really not meaning to go through all this really fast. It's just these are some really good discussions.
And everybody pretty much gets to the point.
You know what? I don't think I dropped that for Jess. Look at me. Yeah, Jess couldn't up and not even drop the link. What an asshole.
Huh. Pin it to the top of the chat if you can. And I mean, I'm not saying all of my fucking opinions are sorry. All of my opinions are gospel. It's my opinion. It's my opinion on whatever topic comes up. Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah, that's the cool thing is you can disagree with somebody here and not hate them and not dox them and not go to their channel, talk trash about stuff.
One of my best friends growing up, we would debate stuff like this, and I would take one position, he would take the opposite position. We were the contrarians. Yeah, we would always debate each other. Whether we looked at it from both sides.
Yeah.
Good night.
Aristotle and Plato used to do that, especially Plato. Bye, baby.
Bye.
Mwah. Bye, sugar bean.
Bye.
They're
And
big mad.
he would say, okay, you believe
They're
in
big
this, absolutely try to convince me. And
Yeah.
they would
Is that
agree on
yeah,
that
that's called steel
philosophical
man.
point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or something like that.
And then he'd turn around and say, okay, now try to do the exact opposite,
Yeah.
to get people to think that way. You see both sides of the fence.
Well, and to this day, he and I are still really good friends, even though we live like 1,000 miles away from each other. And we never got in a fist fight. We never got in a shouting match. We never like hated each other. Like you were saying, well, I hate you because you believe in Jesus. And I was like, no, I don't. But we would argue like religion and politics and, just dumb shit. Is like, are aliens real? Are they coming here? Well, why the hell would they come here? This is like the outback of each other.
I'll tell you, for relationship advice, Angie and I have a really good thing because we never see you fight online and stuff like that. We have a rule. So if we're going to fight and we get to that point that we want to argue and scream at each other, we have to take it away from the family. We normally go to the bedroom, and you have to take all your clothes off and try to continue the fight.
Yeah.
And so
Fights don't last long.
yeah, fights don't last long. Yeah.
Well, me and my friends never argued naked, but I mean that's a good idea. I mean, if you're sitting there with somebody who's naked, it's not really easy to argue with them.
That's how Angie and I resolve arguments. So, and it works. It absolutely works.
It does work.
Yep. It's positive. It's constructive. It's meaningful. I think it's yours, by the way.
Eventually, you get to the point of what the hell were we arguing about?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
We're naked already.
The dishes tonight. Already did that one.
Yeah.
There. That's the.
I got it. Okay. You don't have to tell me how to use the computer. I'm not computer stupid.
The wheel be rigged.
Ooh. This is cool. The age you can buy alcohol should be increased to 25. I don't agree with that.
No, I don't either.
And I think if you're in the military and you can fight for your country at 18, you should be able to buy alcohol.
Oh yeah, you walk in somewhere with your uniform on at 18, they're going to sell you alcohol.
Hey, Mike, y'all keep that to a minimum.
Oh wait, I'm not even watching yet.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a wrench anyway. So.
All that pertains to other channels and other people on those other channels, leave it in those other channels. Don't bring that here, guys. Don't bring that here.
Yeah. If somebody's not here, you shouldn't talk about it.
Yeah.
They can't respond.
Yeah, because it has nothing to do with what's going on here. And yeah, just keep it over there. It's not so much no R word. It's, hey, you have an issue with somebody else on another panel or another channel, keep it over there to that channel. Don't bring that drama here.
Yeah. Don't get us wrong. We do like a little bit of drama every now and then, but we don't know what the hell is going on now. That's just how I talk about it.
So 18 should be the legal drinking age. So in Northern Europe, parts of Northern Europe, it's 16 and 18. Some, like in Denmark, it's 15 and 16. So you could literally see a 15 or 16-year-old walking down the sidewalk, drinking a beer. The laws aren't the same as they are in America, and it's completely legal. So by the time that these kids are to the legal American drinking, and they're already done with it. They're out of that phase. And in America, and I fell for it too, teenagers are already drinking.
Yep.
They're already drinking. So, and everybody else waits until they're 21. Hey, Gigi.
Oh yeah, go to France.
Yeah, don't take your clothes off, or you Duggar.
They drink wine. Yeah, they'll drink wine at breakfast.
Yeah, we drank like beer. A lot of people were like, "I never see you." Even Drew, when he was when Drewniverse was here, he said, "Man, I haven't seen you drink a lot of beer because we were raised that we drink beer with a meal, and then wine, mead, and liquors for everything else."
Yeah, we've got a weird attitude here in the States about that shit. And I know you know that, Neil, because you came from someplace else. Where, yeah.
Yeah, and that's just how, I mean, hell, like 10 years old, 8 years old, you're drinking a beer with the family. To me, everybody is. And you're not drinking it to get hammered. You drink it as people drink sodas and tea and stuff.
Yeah.
When they go out to eat with their families. Except in Northern Europe and other parts of Europe, and even at home, not just eating out in restaurant. They're doing the same thing. So it wasn't uncommon. Then you come to America and it's like, Yeah, they can't buy alcohol until they're 21. Kids are getting it illegally from their parents, friends, parents, whatever. And I wasn't against that because I was like, go ahead and get it out of your system because it's legal for us to drink. In European countries, it's shameful to get drunk in public. Yeah, drinking in public is cool. Getting drunk in public is bad in Europe.
Yeah, not cool.
Especially Northern Europe and Western Europe. Kathy said, I haven't drank alcohol for 15 years for no reason, just don't enjoy it. I mean, that's understandable too. Yeah, you just kind of get burned out or it loses its luster. And
Oh yeah, every once in a while. I mean, I can smoke pot all day long, but sometimes you need a break, to clear the
Yeah.
fog or whatever. Yeah,
we drank.
I'll drink every day, but then
Honeybee,
I'll take, like a couple of days off.
have a good rest.
Oh yeah, take care. I'm sorry, I'm rude. Hey, I'm a rude asshole. So I'm not a nice person, and I'm a rude asshole. So.
No, you're not.
I can be. I can be way worse than this.
Yeah, but you're not going to be because, like you said, you're respected.
No, I mean, we're having fun. Yeah, it's Friday night. You having a beer, I'm having a beer. We're talking about weird shit. Okay.
I'm actually having tea, but it's cool. You can.
Oh, you're having tea? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just drinking sweet tea. But yeah, so like Driniverse here, we had guests over, we drank, and that's mostly like
We drink
holidays.
a lot.
So yeah, we
When
drink
we
a
had
lot.
all those
Man, I
people
drank
over.
enough for the rest of the year, and then
Yeah.
we had her tequila last weekend.
Weekend before last.
Yeah, and we were filling it 2 shots because we really don't drink that much, especially on panels. There's panels that I have been on that we've drank, but yeah, just every weekend or all weekend or every other night, just I can't do that. I
Yeah.
can't destroy my whole system. Kudos to those who can't. I can't even drink a case of beer every night. There's no way. I just don't have any reason to. I mean, I
Well,
can't.
like when you drink or you do some kind of drug and it stops
Yeah,
becoming
goodness.
fun and becomes a necessity. Yeah, you done. Went sideways somewhere. Yeah.
Right.
Thank goodness I am, but not addicted to alcohol. If that makes sense.
Alcohol's addicted to me. Oh, sorry.
You have a bottle of alcohol in this house, and he'll drink it all in one sitting.
I can, yeah. Break of vodka, hell yeah. I mean, I could drink half a bottle one night on a good night and a good stream. But other than that, like we could have got alcohol today, just don't feel it. Don't want it.
Oh yeah, I could drink a whole bottle of Jägermeister in one night.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. He's
Hey,
right.
it's cough
There's
medicine. Okay,
There's
it's cough medicine.
There she is.
Uh-huh.
What's up,
Hello.
Chris?
Kind of cold.
Hey
A
guys.
friend of ours came up a few weeks, at the end of June, beginning of July, and he brought over orange Jaeger. He came from Europe. He brought orange Jaeger, and it's good.
Yeah,
Oh, well, good to see you. Welcome to the panel, and I'll shut up and let y'all guys talk.
See, that's the one thing about working night shift at the ER is when you get home and you're just so dog ass tired. Like a lot of people are like, oh, I'm going to stop and get a drink and drink before I go to bed. Hell no, I enjoy sleep more than drinking. So I'd rather just go to bed.
My neighbors are
So,
brushing
yeah.
their vacuum their driveway. They're just nosy, Dale.
Is that with or without vodka, Dale?
Yeah.
You sure that's a vacuum cleaner? Is it my spin or your spin?
Your spin.
Okay. Here we go.
Don't say that. Or it's no longer necessary.
Ooh, that's
I
a really
mean,
good.
To be fair, we weren't even gonna get married if it wasn't for your grandmother. We were just gonna live together for the rest of our lives.
I mean, without an official marriage or ceremony, humans have been together, companions, whatever, for thousands of years. But for tax purposes, it's pretty cool.
Tax and insurance and stuff like that.
Fair enough. I mean, I never thought marriage was necessary for me in the first place. That's why I've never been married. But then again, I've dated crazy women, so there's that. That could have been part.
My ex-husband was the one that wanted to get married. I said, what do we need to get married for? We already own the house. We bought cars, like we had all that. And no, he's the one that wanted to push getting married. And I'm like, all right, whatever.
That's fair. Dale said, how long have you and Angie been together? 29 years?
We've been together 29 years. We have been married 26 on the 29th.
On the 29th of this month, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So, of course, there was that 3-year phase, and she had to go through the crucible. You know, there were certain tests she had to pass.
Shut up. I hate you so much.
Climb up the tree and get a coat with the starving husband, you know. All my dirty socks that were left on the floor for a week, she had to wash those, you know, without a mask, things like
Whatever.
that.
Whatever.
Yeah.
My ex asked me to marry him on the second date. I made him wait 5 years.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Well, look, on the second date, if they want to marry you, there's something wrong with that person.
I was going to say that should have been the red flag right there.
Yeah, she's like, you have to work for it.
Well, I mean, both of y'all know marriage is it's work in progress.
It is. It really is.
Yeah. And there's going to be ups and downs, and shit's going to go sideways and stuff. It's just, you know, you take an oath, and it's not if one bad thing happens, are you done? You know, you're going to try to work through.
Oh yeah.
Why you want to get married, or why you want to get together in the first place?
Well, the last oath I took was to the Constitution of the United States of America, and I've upheld that the best I can.
Actually, that's a lie. Your first oath was, yes, Dad, I'll clean my room.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
We've been together since I was 16. He was 17.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Girl.
Yeah. We're all
Damn babies marrying babies.
Yeah.
yeah.
But the cool thing about that, and especially like I was a father at 18. A lot of people, oh, you're crazy, man. You didn't get to live your life. No, I did, because basically we grew up with our children, and we like matured very fast, very quickly.
Oh yeah.
And it's
Kids
just,
will do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So while all of our friends are out partying and stuff like that, you know, we were hanging out with the older folks, being more mature, learning secrets in life
Sometimes.
and little tricks and stuff. Yeah, I mean, we had a few
Sometimes
parties.
we had parties.
Yeah, New Year's Eve parties and things like that. And
We were the party house, though.
oh my God.
People want, even still people that we used to party with, but way back in the day.
Or if they just
We'll
want to
still
come by,
stop
hey, I
by.
got some alcohol, you want to come by and
Drop
just
a
chill? Yeah,
tailgate.
man, just come by and relax, you know. Drop a
Drop a
tailgate, we'll have a
tailgate,
bonfire, you know,
bonfire.
we'll talk about whatever. I'll listen to you vent, and then, you know, you go on doing whatever you do, and then we'll see you on the next one.
I remember one party we had, a friend of ours was standing on the
I
front
gotta get more
porch.
cheap.
He saw this giant gypsy moth by our porch light, and he grabbed it and he said, I wonder what would happen if I throw this thing. And he was standing on the porch and he threw it over the railing.
Oh, that
And it came back to him. And then for like an hour, he sat there throwing that thing, and it would come back to him. And he'd catch it and he'd throw it, and it'd come back to him. And that poor thing was full of holes the next morning, still next to the porch light. And I was like, look what you did to the poor moth.
Oh, I've seen them up here. They're big. You put both your hands together. That's how big.
That's how big this one was.
Oh,
All right, fair enough. Hey, I'll leave them alone. I don't need to fuck around with Mothra. I'm just saying.
They're like boomerangs, though. If you throw it, it'll come right back.
what was it I told him? If it comes back, it's meant to be or something like
Yeah. If you let it go, and it comes back, then it was meant to be.
Fair enough. If you love something, let it go. Yeah.
There you go.
If it comes back, it's meant to be.
There you go.
So funny. We sat there and watched him for like an hour, and we're like, "Are you done yet? Are you done yet? I'm ready to go to bed."
You should put a ring on it.
Yeah.
It's better than a Godzilla movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you like it, you got to put a ring on it. What do you think, Jess?
I don't necessarily think you have to. I guess it's nice if you do.
I love Crazy Brat, but I know for a fact that there's about 15 cults in Utah that would say you don't need one.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Utah and Nevada, yeah.
Yeah, Waco, Texas, 1995.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of low. All right, I think it's your turn.
Break the deal, spin the wheel.
Violent video games should be banned.
That's not bad.
No.
I like this one too.
No, they should not be banned. I played Doom. All right, define a violent video game.
Oh,
Right,
hi, Bill.
Is The Legend of Zelda a violent video game?
Have to go later, Nils and Angie. H. Have a good night, everyone. Okay. Dale, have a good one, buddy. Thank you for popping in.
Well, this goes back to the gun thing. Should Doom or Call of Duty be banned? Should Skyrim be banned? Should Legend of Zelda be banned? Because you go around killing shit. That's what you do in a video game. That's what happens.
I get to leave my video games alone. Listen, our kids grew up playing like Siphon Filter and stuff like that, and they're not
I
violent.
mean, we had what, Doom? And stuff like that. When you shot up a school or a shopping mall or anything like that. So kids are going to be exposed to violence. You're not going to be able to prevent that. You know, it's teaching them how to handle the situation when something like that comes up.
Shoot it in the face.
I don't think they should be. I don't think they should be banned. What I would like to see, though, is more parents being responsible.
Uh-huh.
I really think it's the parents' job to monitor, like you know, you don't want your 5-year-old playing some of these games, obviously. You know what I mean? But the problem is some of these parents, they use them as a babysitter. Now,
Yeah, exactly. That's what I
they
was
start getting like 12, 13, 14. They want to play video games, fine. And even at that age, maybe monitor it a little bit because they're still forming in their brain. But, you know, make sure you enforce to them that this is a video game. This is not how the real world reacts. You know,
This is not.
that everybody wants to ban everything. And maybe in some cases, some things should be banned. But I think a lot of it is parents need to get back to being parents.
Right, I agree.
Yeah, let's say I'm too
100%.
busy for you. I got this to do. Go in your room and play your video
Our
games.
kids were playing
Right.
those games at like 4, 5, 6 years old, but he was sitting there next to him playing it, and we made them understand that this isn't. You don't just go out with a gun and start shooting people.
But they actually
What's that?
shoot trees than the video games.
Yeah, our kids did spend a lot of time outside playing in the creek and playing.
Oh,
climbing
yeah.
trees.
Running through the forest.
But they also played those video games, but they also understood that it wasn't a life thing.
Easy now. That's
Right.
actually that's actually a very good point, man.
That's how I raised my son. And let me tell you something. Yeah, my son played a video game here and there, but he was dragging me outside. Once again, I'm the one with the kid going, oh my God, can you sit down and watch Sesame Street for 5 minutes? Yeah. He's dragging me outside. Mom, let's play ball. Mom, let's do that. You know, he wanted to be outside, you know.
My
Plus, we had cool games that
My-
that taught them puzzles and problem solving and mechanics and stuff like that, such as Sheep
Tetris
Raider,
Attack.
Sheep
Yeah.
Raider, Tetris Attack, things like that. You know,
Yeah.
something that's going to challenge them.
My 3-year-old granddaughter, she likes video games, but she'll only play for a minute or two, and then she's like, Gigi jump. She wants me to go on the trampoline, and I'm like, no thanks.
Here's the thing.
And 4 kids, I would pee myself on that thing.
Well, yeah, my sister and I had a Nintendo growing up that we shared, and she played a game like Little Mermaid or Beauty and the Beast that has violence in it. You're
Yeah.
going around killing shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Aladdin was one of
I
my
was listening to
favorites
you.
on the Super Nintendo. Me and my
Oh yeah,
sister
that was good.
loved playing that one, especially when you had to get out of the Cave of Wonders on the magic carpet. That's our favorite level.
games with the power glove.
Yeah.
Well,
Use
there
the
was,
green genie and have forever lives.
there was this game on the Super Nintendo called Donkey Kong Country that she and I played together. She and I
Right.
played together. Yeah.
Our oldest son is 27 and he is still obsessed with that game.
He is.
Yes, he even has a tie and a shirt and all kinds of stuff because he loves Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah. Well, the level that got us was Minecart Carnage.
Minecart.
Oh man, that level. Oh.
He can beat that in like less than a minute, and I'm like, shut up, go away. Our favorite game though was Tetris Attack on the Super Nintendo, and I used to be unbeatable, and now my oldest son can beat me in like 30 seconds.
Well, when we got the N64, we would play Tetris Fear.
Yeah.
That game is hard.
Cyberpunk is good, yeah.
Our son has every video game console you can get except for an Atari. He's got
okay. What was one for PlayStation where you rode a motorcycle? Was that Road Rash?
Tony Silo. Good to see you, man.
Remember.
I don't either. It's been years.
Side bike, and so I mean, violent video games I don't think should be banned, especially from children. But I think there should be a lot more educational games. I'm not talking like ABC,
fair enough,
but more puzzle games and things like that.
Tetris Attack,
yeah. Something like that. And I mean, because if you look at different societies, China, for example, these kids are building robots at 5. And what are 5-year-olds in America doing? They're sucking down 2-liter of Mountain Dew in their dad's chair, playing video games for like 12 to 20 hours straight, and eating 3 bags of Cheetos, and they're not doing anything other than that, thinking, hey, if I stream this on Twitch, then I can become rich and get a little bit more money, versus actually going out
and doing something like lumberjacking all day. Yeah. Lumberjacking, it's okay.
Mia Fratello.
Well, I mean, when the N64 came out, I played Zelda Ocarina of Time. What do you do in that game? You go around and kill shit. Yeah, you're trying to save Hyrule as a total whole thing, but yeah, you're going around killing shit. We
didn't have the massive MMOs when we had the Nintendo and the Sega and all that stuff.
Oh, look. Hey, when EverQuest came out, I kind of got hooked on that and fell down that rabbit hole, and yeah, I would play that for like 20
or
hours.
Gauntlet. Right. Gauntlet was fun. That's when we had the arcades, though, so you just go to the arcades and spend like $20. Is it your spend?
No, it's yours.
My spend.
Oh, there was a game called The Legend of Cage, if you remember it.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, I spent too much money playing that something.
Man, that's an old one.
Ooh. Yeah, Ninja. So, yeah.
Here we go. Rich people should pay more taxes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, he said.
And some don't pay taxes at all. They got that loophole.
Yeah, they hide their shit offshore and stuff like that. In the Bahamas.
No, not necessarily. There's a trifecta that if you have an LLC, because your income is reported through your 1040, right?
Yeah.
Whatever you make. But which, I mean, you could pay a little bit of taxes on that 1040 if you own your own company, but if you own multiple companies and a trust, then you can legally take that money, invest into another company, and take money from that company and invest it into your trust, and then use your holdings from the trust to invest back into your company because you own it all. And that's the tax loophole that basically every time it goes through another company and goes in that trust and then back into, say, an LLC, you're going to increase your profit. And that doesn't have to be reported because you're not using it unless you cash it out for your personal income. You keep investing it. And if you're CEO of the company, then you keep getting that income and you can invest your personal income back into the trust, and that's all tax deductible. So like when Trump and Hillary had their debate and they were talking about the tax loopholes and stuff like that, and Trump said, if you don't like it, change it. You've been a senator for years. Why didn't you guys do that? That's how they're actually increasing their profit and making money, not just from stocks and bonds, but from they're reinvesting their money back into their other companies and into their trusts, and then it's getting, kicked out from that. And it's called the trifecta because a minimum is 3 to make it work. And it works, and it is a tax loophole, and we do it.
See, I don't have a problem with that because honestly, you're not getting taxed on your money until you actually pull it out of the trust to use it for yourself.
Exactly.
Right? So that I don't have a problem with. but I think as far as taxes being paid out, based on income, I think it should be one, like whatever percentage they pick, everybody should get that percentage. Meanwhile, of course, some people are going to pay more because they make more.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But there's no way to sit there and go, okay, well, it's acceptable for somebody who is personally,
Sitting in here to get him something to drink.
No,
Oh, sorry.
if somebody's personally making $1 million, like they should pay more than me who's bringing home 30,000 a year. That's just the way it is. I mean, it's now they're going to pay the same percentage of their income that I'm paying, but yeah, they're going to pay more. But I let's just say I put out $2,500 a year in taxes. Well, if you're making $1 million a year, you should be putting out more than $2,500. That's what our system's based on. How do I don't know how to explain, like helping each other out. Like if you have it, you give it. You know what I mean? Like you're giving the same percentage. It's just more because you make more.
Yeah.
I think it should be like a flat tax percentage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes
I
sense.
agree with a flat tax.
Yeah, it should be
I-
like 25-30%, and
Right.
depending on
Not
what-
even that high.
Well, I mean, okay, I was just giving an example, but
Yeah.
If you make $10,000 a year, you'll pay the 25 or 30%. If you make $1 billion a year, you'll pay that 25 or 30%.
Correct.
Yep, agreed.
Yeah. 20-30%, it was jacked up because the government was spending more.
Well, yeah,
Rate that's going to reduce the revenue for the government, and then they'll be forced to cap certain agencies and stuff instead of quit expanding and getting bigger and bigger. And even Reagan said smaller government.
that's kind of what I liked about Trump, is he's cutting all these superfluous employees in the government that we really don't need. So, but
Yeah.
I'm not a total anti-Trumper. I just never liked the guy.
Hey, Fang. Yeah, so I mean, the benefit about that tax loophole that a lot of people are using and have used for years is it gives you the ability that you can invest your money into your local community. So if the local high school needs sports equipment or something else, if you have the ability to, and you have that capital, that you can do that, and you can invest in other things for your community. Hey, law enforcement's applying for a grant for new vests. Then, hey, we got a nonprofit that we can help you out with, and we can actually donate through the trust or through the nonprofit back to them.
Well, you know a lot more about how that shit works than I do, Neil. So yeah.
See, and that's why those types of ways of doing things are good. They are
Tony
good.
made a good point.
You can give back to the community through that. The only time I have an issue is where, and I'm not going to say names, but when people keep taking investors' monies and 6 times over going bankrupt, and those are the loopholes that piss me off, because that does cost the community money. But the way you're using it, like what you do, I don't have a problem with that at all. And like I said, you're reinvesting back into your own businesses. So it's not money that, aside from the business itself that's going out into the community, it's not money you're personally taking home to use for your own personal use.
Yeah. I agree with Tony. Tony says, then what if a person in a higher bracket says, fuck it, I'll shut my company and lay off 50 people if I get screwed on my taxes? And that's just poor management, man. If they're not investing back in their company and the people that actually build their company, then that's just a greedy management, unethical management that needs to be dealt with. And I mean, that's all on the board of directors, but the board of directors don't answer to the employees. They don't answer to the CEO. They answer to the stakeholders, the shareholders of the company. And
And don't think that doesn't happen.
And a lot of corporations over the past, couple of decades, they're not listening. They're not making the right decisions. Yeah, are they making a profit? Yes. Is it costing people jobs? Yes. Is that affecting the American economy and the jobs numbers? Yes. Is it healthy? Absolutely not. And now people are starting to stand up saying, hey, we have an issue with this. At the government level, they're saying, hey, this is a problem.
Well, and this is where I tell people, and listen, I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, who you vote for, I don't care. Whatever community you live in, you still need to be involved and you need to be aware, because when these communities bring in businesses, they bring them in under lower taxes to kind of draw them into the community. It creates jobs and this, that, and the other. But what the people that don't work at those businesses or don't own those businesses understand is those taxes still have to be paid. So then everybody else's taxes go up.
Yeah.
And there are good.
So that's why you really need to be aware and go to your town meetings and vote on things you care about. Again, even if you don't agree with me, just be aware of what's going on,
Well, I lived in a county that used to be a total factory county. And then once they did the, what was it, NAFTA thing, all the factories shut down in the county and moved to Canada or Mexico. And what happened to those people? They lost their jobs
For cheaper labor to make a higher profit. That's all it was about.
Cheap labor, cheaper product.
Yep.
So it's a balance. It's a balancing act. That's what it all is. Yeah.
Yeah.
He shut down one of his companies 3 years ago over taxes and moved. Yeah, and there's a lot of greedy politicians in these states that want to milk that tax base. And these now said capitalism eventually cannibalizes what good it initially creates. Yeah, and that's unregulated capitalism.
Yeah.
That's the worst part. And that's been a scourge on this country for 60, 70 years now.
Yeah. Well, I keep an eye on the county I grew up in. And they'll cut tax rates for companies to come there and build shit for a while. But once that tax cut expires, the company leaves.
Yep. And
Yep.
then the county, and then the community's worse off because now you have all these people out of work.
All of a sudden, you've got people that don't have jobs, that had jobs for 5 years or something until whatever the rate was expired, and then they move out. Those people lose their jobs and they're back into the poverty. So that's just me. Observing and watching how shit happens.
We appreciate you guys being here, and these are all absolutely good answers. Absolutely good, and I respect you all, and I thank you all for being respectful and voicing your opinion on chat in a very healthy way. I mean, this is what we need.
I'm trying to keep an eye on chat now, but
Easy Now made a good point. Select few companies hold monopoly. Even government struggle to regulate, like Apple, Google, Meta, and it's hard. It's tough for them to keep track of everything in between whistleblowers and the government regulations and stuff for corporations, and it's very limited for corporations, especially S corp.
Well, and Tony Silo, let's be honest, you wanted to move to Florida anyways.
No, Florida. So, hey, look, any state that has a 2-inch long flying cockroach sucks. Yeah.
Tony said, "My God, they're taxing the shit out of my cannolis up here." All right, I think it's your spin, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
We already did that one.
Again. No whammy.
The wheel sucks. It's rigged.
No, stop it.
It's rigged.
I'm telling you. Ooh.
No, it shouldn't. They don't track me because I don't let them.
Government shouldn't track their citizens. Track its citizens.
You wanted this speed bump?
Well, I mean, if you don't turn the GPS data thing off on your smartphone, we were talking about that earlier. Yeah, they track everywhere you go, wherever you buy anything. It's tracked.
It doesn't matter. They can turn it back on remotely.
Well, I don't
Um,
have I don't
Tracking.
have a
Well, what do you
smartphone.
mean tracking
This is part
citizens?
of the reason why. Yeah,
What do you
you
mean
don't
tracking
care.
citizens as far as digitally? Like, are they going from their house to work every day? Or do you mean tracking over a lifetime of everything? Like
Well, I mean
that's,
that's the average. Like it's when they track you over your lifetime,
mhm.
they're just averaging stuff.
Yeah, they
Like
have to do
what do
that.
you
That's what I
eat?
mean. Like
Yeah,
they
how
have to
long
do
do
that.
you live?
They have
Yeah,
to do that every year that they do the census. They have to know, and they have to track people for like community development and stuff like that. That I don't have a problem with. But yeah, if they're like checking to see if I'm going from home to work every day, get a life. My job is boring.
hey,
Or
I
my
know.
life is boring. Like if you're tracking my life, you're bored.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
Lord, these damn ad trackers.
Oh,
We have a
God.
conversation about here. Next thing you know, you jump back into YouTube or on another app, and next thing you know, you see an ad for what you were just talking about. It's like no,
No, that should no.
and the
That's
names.
not government though. That's like pretty much like the
Well, that's
internet. Like that's
Yeah, that's just a marketing thing that they put in there with it,
They're
which is,
trying
yeah.
and now you have the option. Hey, yep, you can ask it the app not to track you, which
yeah,
is
but they still track you anyway. They
If they're
don't care.
taking us, they're bored out of their minds, I promise.
yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
We
I've
go to
noticed that
work,
about
we
YouTube
go to
either.
work, we go home.
I think that's most of the reason why YouTube hates me is because I have a really good ad blocker.
Yeah, like tracking tools to find people, and then they can. It's actually very easy without having an app or anything like that, and it's common on almost every smartphone now.
And they can turn like even if you turn it off, like they can actually turn it back on remotely.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's
Well,
it's
if you've got an ad blocker like mine, they can
mhm.
still ping your IP address and at
Yeah.
least try to figure out where you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was embarrassing.
Yeah, as far as like for security, um, I don't think they should. And I understand that there's reasons national security they would track other people, and then there was the
Oh yeah.
whole Edward Snowden thing, which I mean they he
It's
was right. I mean, he
complicated.
was right.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
it was a legal
really complicated.
thing.
I feel so good.
But I don't think that you should exchange security for freedom, for liberty. And even Benjamin Franklin, once said, "Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety."
That's mankind's second oldest conflict.
Yep.
Next is just survival.
Yep,
Safety or freedom.
safety or freedom. And a free society is normally strong enough to defend itself.
Yeah.
Americans proved that to King George.
Well, yeah. What was it he said when he came out of the Constitutional Congress? Yeah, we've got a democratic. I mean,
We have a republic.
constitutional republic if
Yeah.
we can keep it.
Yeah.
If
If you can keep it. Yep.
Benjamin Franklin was fucking awesome. There's a reason that he was on the $100 bill and never ran for president because he didn't have. Yeah, he wasn't ever president, but he's on the $100 bill. There
Yeah.
you go.
And Thomas Jefferson was another one as well. And he believed in not so much universal basic income, but free health care. And the security of a free people is, how would he put it? The security of a free people is destined to itself or something like that. I can't remember the exact quote. I'd have to look it up.
He said a bunch of smart shit back then,
Yeah.
and he's the architect of the Declaration of Independence and
Yep.
the Constitution. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, he subscribed to John Locke's ideas of humanism and the social contract.
Yep. That is correct. And he was actually my favorite of all the presidents and everything I've studied in American history. Jefferson's my favorite. He was very logical and reasonable in his approaches. From just everything in basic life, all the way to politics, to running the country. Man, these are all good topics. Is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see what we got next, guys.
I like how pleasant everybody's being as well. Nobody's like getting jumpy or edgy.
Men and women should be allowed to compete
against each other in
the Olympics. Yeah. That's like American Gladiators
I think
on
it
meth.
depends.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that idea.
I think it depends.
Should they be gender specific sports, men versus men, women versus women, or should they?
You've got meeker men, you've got stronger women. So I think that if their strengths match, then they should be able to compete against each other.
Well, I don't see. I mean, I know
Only
very.
in curling, somebody
Yeah.
says.
I know very few women that could probably outrun Usain Bolt.
Outrun who?
Well, people in general. I mean, not just men or women. Yeah, that motherfucker's fast.
I think I agree with Angie on this. As long as they're comparatively built, like the whole point of a competition is to take similar builds and see who's the better of the similar build. As long as they're similarly built, I don't have a problem with it. But then again, you always have that off chance where you might have a teeny tiny woman that can rock a big guy's butt. You know what I mean? Like in wrestling. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think that it just really depends.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it could depend on the sport.
Like take wrestling. In high school, you have different weight classes, right?
Yeah.
You fight your same weight class. All right, as long as they're in the same weight class, fine.
Right.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, should men and women be allowed on the same football team? I don't think so. On the same soccer team? Yeah, okay. Because it's not really it is a contact sport. So.
Oh yeah, Sicilian. Yeah, the Olympics said they'll never do that again, and they actually restricted that. So
That's why.
Well, all right. Here's my example.
I think in certain sports, yes.
Yeah, like baseball or little league baseball. My uncle loves watching that shit. He used to coach for years and years and years. Should a boys' baseball team be able to play a girls' baseball team?
Well, it's go ahead, Rex.
Oh no, I'm just saying. In my opinion, they should be able to compete against each other.
So locally here, I was assistant coach for the local high school football team, or baseball team. Sorry. And so if we got done with practice early, we'd help the softball coach. We'd go over there and help him with the girls. And those girls actually threw harder than the guys did.
Oh yeah. And I don't get why baseball is for boys, and if you want to play, it's softball if you're a girl. Different.
I have a funny story about that. You brought up like the little league t-ball stuff. Like when my son went out for little league, it was mostly boys, and there was one girl. And of course, they line them up and they pitch to them to see how far they can hit and whatnot. And the little girl got up there, and the coach told all the other kids, "Come on, bring it in closer." I just assuming because she was a girl, that she couldn't hit as far. Let me tell you something. That little girl went all through high school with my son, in the same community, and that girl was a star ball player.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's some chicks that'll knock it out of the park.
At
like
5 and 6 years old, the coach is telling all the little boys to bring it in when she goes to bat, and she nailed it so far past them, their heads were spinning.
Right.
So it really, I mean, baseball could go either way. I think that sport can go either way.
Yeah, when our kids were in t-ball, it was.
You knew I put that in.
All boys and girls, and they all played fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I love T-ball, man. You put that ball on that tee and just tell the kid whack it. He'd
And
hit
you
the
watch
ball
a
to the
ball
outfield.
go
The
to the
entire
wall.
team will run to the outfield. It was like herding chickens.
Hmm. Well, yeah, we were watching the game today, me and my uncle, and it was a softball game. The Little League World Champions. Some of those pitchers, some of those pitchers would throw the ball. Hey, a fucking MLB player couldn't hit that shit. I'm just saying.
We went to a couple years ago. We went to a college basketball game. We had tickets for the male game, but the female basketball players were still playing when we got there. So we sat and watched them, and I have never been real interested in basketball personally, but watching the female basketball players was a lot more entertaining to me than watching the male.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've always sucked at basketball. I've never. I like watching it. I don't like playing it because it'll hit the rim, and then
Yeah.
yeah. It's
There was-
like golf. It's like golf. Men and women should be able to play against each other in golf.
Yeah.
But the dudes don't want to get their asses handed to them by a woman. That's the thing. That's the thing right there.
Yeah, no guy wants to say, I'm going to get beat up by a girl.
Exactly. This chick whooped my ass. Yeah.
And I've only been beat up by a girl one time in my life, and I married her.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
And she beat you up walking down the aisle. How about that?
That's right.
I thought she was going to trip me, honestly. I was like, yeah, well, here comes that disability check early.
Oh. I broke my dick, coach. Well, rub
Yeah.
some dirt on it. Yeah. Rub
Yeah.
some dirt on
And he's like, run a lap.
it. Walk it off. Yeah, just walk it off.
Just real quick, I'm gonna make this plug in. If you guys really, really, really like conspiracy theories and things like that, go check out Traveling Fools live tonight at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. It's also on Gutters Pub channel as well, and I got the link posted there in the chat for you guys. It's great content, great panel, just great people all together.
Oh, yeah. What kind of conspiracy? Are we talking about like lizard people or whatever?
I think TF has more information on that, but I know it's kind of, I believe tonight is an open conspiracy night, but everything from lizard people to the Wolfman to government conspiracies, worldwide conspiracies, the Mothman, things like that. I mean, it's really good. A lot of like Art Bell associated content as well. Because we're hitting 10 o'clock mark, so we'll shut it down here probably about a quarter after 10. We'll go through a couple more topics, and but yeah, guys, definitely go over there, smash that like button, and jump in. He has some really good content and a great fun time over there.
It's aliens, man. I'm telling you, it's all aliens. They do that shit.
They're supposed to be coming in November.
And don't forget to sub up. Yeah, I'm so right in time for Thanksgiving. Bring a turkey. All right, let's see. Is it your turn to spin?
Nope.
Oh, my turn. Okay. Okay. We already did that one. Let's see. Let's find another one.
I am.
Hey, there's still so much. That's not on the wheel, honey. Should Angie go to bed?
We already did that one
Ooh.
too.
We just got that. Do you guys remember that old episode of WKRP in Cincinnati where they threw all the turkeys? They threw all the turkeys out of the
Oh, the
helicopter.
turkey drop.
Yeah, I swear I thought turkeys could fly.
Oh, here's a good one. Social
Oh.
media has ruined
Yeah.
society.
It has.
Yes.
Yes.
You bunch of
Yes.
losers.
Yeah, we're a bunch of losers here.
You guys be getting a good night's rest instead you're over here on Neil Stream.
I am about to go get a good night.
Hey, no problem, buddy. No problem, buddy. I think the intent that social media was created for as a tool, it has been misused, yes.
Well, I mean, it started with good intentions, but the road to hell is paved with good intentions. So, yeah. I'm sorry. Can you hear me? My volume keeps auto.
No, I can hear
Yeah,
you
we can hear
perfectly.
you fine.
Okay. Fair enough. All right.
My big thing with social media is it was initially meant to bring people together. And what I found is what I found with social media is it actually
Drives
it
us apart.
distances people. Yeah, because you know what? Um, like there have been times where, you know, something happened or something in like with friends or family, and I don't really, you know what, back in the day, yeah, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, I would check it all the time. But there's times where something like really major might happen to somebody and I'll find out about it later and I'll be like, well, nobody ever told me. And they're like, well, it's on Facebook. Well, not everybody has their nose on Facebook all day
Yeah,
long.
it's like it was like MySpace back in the day, if you remember
Right.
that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Like, you know, it just, you know, I don't understand, you know, why people like rely on it so much. Like, you know, if you know somebody personally enough and something big happened, like somebody got in a car accident or something, or somebody had a baby or this, that, and the other, you know, some sort of event,
Yeah, there
and
might
you
be
have their
somebody.
phone
Yeah.
number, pick up the phone and call them.
Yeah, give me a call and let me know. You know,
Right.
you ain't got to post the shit all over Facebook.
Yeah, that's a
And
good
then,
example. Just because when I didn't have my phone and people were texting Angie, hey, is Nils okay? You know, where's he at? And I would tell them, hey, just text back and say they know where I live. They can come
mhm,
by and visit.
right,
Yeah,
right,
ring my phone. Yeah, ring my phone. Leave a message. If it's hey, if it's something really important, I'll get back to you. But if you
exactly.
post, go ahead. I'll shut up.
Oh, no, 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 I was agreeing with you.
Well, I
It,
mean, yeah, I mean, don't post the shit all over Facebook and expect me to immediately know about it because
well,
I don't live on Facebook.
exactly. And then, you know, it's like, well, you know, Jess, it was posted on Facebook like 3 weeks. Like, I maybe check Facebook, like, if I think about it, maybe once every 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, I check it like twice a week. Yeah,
And that would even be a lot for me. You know what I mean? Like, it's, you know, it's hard to find out that somebody had to have a surgery or something happened, and or they'll be like, well, how did you not know? It was all over Facebook. I'm like, listen,
well, yeah.
if something's that bad or even that good, like somebody had a baby or something like that, call me.
Tell me about it. Yeah,
Right,
talk to
call
me.
me. You
Talk
have
to
my
me.
number.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, there's so many people that have misused social media. I mean, it had good uses for missing persons, social media alerts for kidnapped children, um, you know, local crime and things like that when lockdowns are in place. But it has been so misused especially over the past decade, that people are just they're getting sick of it.
Well,
Right.
the thing is, if you give people a new tool, somebody will find a way to misuse it.
Yep.
They will.
I'll give you an example. People love Disney World. You go to Disney World, you have a good time, but that second or third or fourth time you go back and you get on that ride and it breaks down and you're stuck on it for 4 hours, you're like, I'm burned out. I'm ruined. I don't want to do this anymore.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I went to a baby shower the other week, and um, there were a bunch of people I bumped into, and they're like, "Oh, I never see you on Facebook." And I'm like, "No, you know my number. Call me. Like, is it that important? You know, if it were that important, you would have called me." You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's like okay, email. Look, if something important happens, I'm like, look, email me. That's the best way to get to me. Don't give it on Facebook. Don't give it on Snapchat or Instagram or TikTok or none of that shit because I don't watch that.
right.
Yeah, absolutely agree. I absolutely agree.
Well, I mean, when my mom got sick, she was like, "Don't say nothing about it on Facebook." And I said, "Well, I wasn't going to say nothing about it anyway because it's not their business."
Hmm.
If they care enough to get in touch with me personally, then I might tell them about it. And then finally, she was just like, it is what it is.
Yeah, and there's some obsessed people in the world.
Mhm.
There's some obsessed. All right, we're gonna do this last spin. We're gonna let Angie do it, and we'll make this the last topic for the night. We'll stretch this out for about 10 minutes.
We already did
Yeah, I
that
already
one.
did that one.
Maybe we
We
should
need
just
a-
look at the wheel and see what
Yeah,
we
we just need
haven't
to
done.
Nope.
Nope.
Where did you find this wheel at?
I Googled for it.
Okay. Fair enough.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't like that
Oh, hey, that's an interesting.
That's good
topic.
work, Ian. Let's skip that one.
one.
How does-
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, we'll skip that one.
Yeah, I don't like the YouTube effect that might have.
My
Well,
God,
I mean,
that one loves you much. The parenting one hates me.
there's this saying that if you want to die tomorrow, you'll find a way to make it happen.
I wish there was a way I could mark these off as we go through them and take them off the wheel. But we'll have a new wheel for the next one.
Yes, dear.
I have
No.
in
Wow.
Taxation for a movie, but exactly.
We might just have to pick a random one off the wheel.
That's what I'm saying.
My gosh, are you kidding me?
All right, look, just look through the wheel and pick a topic.
Yeah, let
Spin, yeah, don't spin.
I want to spin it this one last time and see if it'll work for Daddy here. No, we already did that. Son of a.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a pretty good one.
It's okay, my present.
Yes.
No, it
Never.
shouldn't be banned.
I know they have those little monkeys or whatever that they're doing for vaccines and things like that. But using like certain shampoos and stuff like that.
Right.
Okay, so like rats, yeah, they're testing like diabetes and stuff on rats.
Oh, what's that movie? Hang on.
I hate rats.
28 days.
I'm gonna
28 days. Hey, look, you put the rage virus in a monkey and then it gets into people. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Yeah.
I already have a bias against rats. So,
Yeah, I
but
don't
I mean,
like rats.
overall,
Yeah, so do I.
overall, especially some of this experimental testing they're doing with GMOs on animals and things. And I know they're trying to get away from the steroids and the hormones and stuff to make them bigger and leaner and whatever. But yeah, medical testing, it depends. But overall, yes, if that makes any sense, I think it should be banned.
I think they should test on really, really bad criminals. And you know the kind of.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Take somebody on death row and, yeah, run all the tests.
That's actually pretty. That's not a bad idea, and I'll give you an example why. So at the beginning of COVID, they were trying to work on a vaccine and fast track that. Well, regardless of what your opinion is on the vaccine, the funny part was that they did a study and found out that meth users are less likely, like 90% less likely to contract COVID because of all the shit in their bloodstream and in their body.
They've got some kind of built-up immunity to it. Yeah.
That was the joke at the beginning of the pandemic, and in all of the ERs in America, we were like, "Oh, great! The only ones going to survive are a bunch of meth addicts."
Nils, I can't remember if I told you this. I call it the week the world shut down. I ended up in the hospital. I had bronchitis, laryngitis, and the flu all at the same time.
Oh, shit.
And they kept
You're breaking up.
And oh, I'm sorry. They kept testing me for that, and it kept coming up negative. And I said, it doesn't want to come anywhere near me because I've got everything else. And I couldn't talk for like 3 months. My voice was wrecked. But yeah, so maybe that's true about meth users. Maybe it didn't want to go near them.
Sure. Fair. You got to plug in, right? I agree with Easy Now and Drew. Yeah, if there's ethical guidelines to it, then yes. But that doesn't mean all animals. Like I can understand the lab rats and lab mice and things like that because it's made huge strides in medical science. But like testing certain things on horses and stuff like that, I understand that there's certain medications that metabolize different in those animals than in humans. That if you're creating some type of new medication, there has to be some sacrifice for victory. But
Right.
in large or in mass, absolutely not.
Well, I mean,
It's by
no victory we've ever made has not come without sacrifice.
Yeah.
So,
or by accident.
Yeah.
Such as
oh
penicillin.
yeah,
Yeah, it's So yeah, that's how I feel about it. I mean, there shouldn't be like a herd type of testing. It should be on a case by case basis,
Well,
with good ethical laws and regulations put in place.
Well, from my understanding of how mice testing works, they're mostly clones.
Yeah.
It's not like we're taking rats out of the bathroom or whatever and doing tests on them. So
Yeah,
it's mostly cloned mice.
not pulling them out of the sewers and just
I
throwing them
think
in.
with technology, I mean, I don't like the fact that animals are tested on, but there's a very valid point to you have to make some sort of sacrifice because you can't. How do you know if it's going to work unless you have some sort of like thing to test it on?
Right.
So I understand that and I get that. And you know what? I also understand there's things in this world I don't like, but they're necessary. So sometimes it is necessary. But I do think with technology nowadays, I think they can find ways to reduce it because now that they have more knowledge, they can build upon the knowledge they already have. In some cases, you know, not all, but some.
That actually leads to another good question. Now that AI is taking off, especially in like version 4.0, from the data that they already have for AI to be able to build upon that and create new models without testing on animals, that might
Right.
be a thing in the next 2 to 5 years.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I have mixed feelings on AI too, but that's a whole nother discussion for a whole different day.
Oh yeah,
Happy Friday.
I'm not
Hey,
fond
how
of
about
it.
Happy Friday and cheers?
there you go. Cheers to that. All right, guys, we appreciate you all being here. It's I hope you all have
Been
had
fun.
fun. It's been a good civil discussion that's hard to find on YouTube these days. Everybody kept it down, kept the drama out, and we do appreciate that. And
Oh
thank-
yeah, I could have got wild.
yeah. Thank you guys for respecting us on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop
this-
down. Thanks for having me up. This was fun.
Good to
I
see you.
enjoyed it.
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah. This
Yeah,
was
thank you for jumping up.
Yeah.
Easy now, Juniverse. Who else? Kathy
going
Fagan.
to
Everybody.
bed now.
No, you're not.
I am too.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. You
But she's like, fuck this. I'm going to listen to some music
It's
and take a
past
nap.
my bedtime. I'm going to
Right?
bed.
She's like,
I
fuck
need
this,
a
I'm out. But yeah, guys, make sure you go over there and check out Traveling Fools here in about 17 minutes. You're gonna love it. I'm jumping over there too. And Juniverse, everybody, Kathy, Hotspot, who else? Honeybee was in here.
Oh
Lee,
yeah, everybody that showed up. Thanks.
everybody, the Angie, Dell, yeah.
Angel.
All right,
Honestly,
well, I'm gonna fuck off too, and yeah, I'm gonna listen to some music and grab another beer, and yeah, I appreciate you having me up, Nils and Angie. It was fucking fun. It really was.
well,
This
thank
was
you.
a good stream. I liked it a lot.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, this was a fun stream. We appreciate you guys for joining. Don't forget to smash that like button. Thank you for those that sent the donations. We appreciate that. That'll help us build on more stuff for the future too, and help to expand. And guys, we hope to see you at the next one. And catch Angel Gotti streams Sunday night, 9 p.m. Is that right, Angel? Sunny, Tony Silo, everybody, thank you guys for being here tonight. Fang, Berserker, I know I'm going to forget a few people, but everybody that joined the stream tonight, we thank you guys. and we'll see you on the next one. Skål.